it's your fandom, right? It's about your fandom. First question. After Bafana lost to Mali in the Afcon, you sent out the tweet that reverberated around the country. Are you now on board with Hugo Bros and what is happening at Bafana?
I was never against, so I've never explained. So I was never against it. So I read all the abuse, and I read all the people swearing at me. Hey. At the time, we were trailing in that game, right? The camera went to a shot of the man in the white shirt, right? So as it did that, so again, people don't understand the nature of my tweets at times, the sarcasm, slight humor, being cheeky. So the minute the camera went to him, then I sent out that tweet with the picture to say something like, I don't know what I said, like, I'm around or I'm here, for example, because it almost looked like a nation that was it was like frustrated with, hey, where's this old man taking us? And it was literally at that moment, if people would rewind and look at the time that I posted, it was literally straight after they had had a shot of the man with the white shirt. So it was that, and I was the one person on this platform, and I can always draw up the audio to prove that I had been that one person when everyone was swearing at Hugo Bros. I said, this man is on a mission to change football in South Africa. I even said, I like how he dismisses authority within SAFA. I like the fact that he, despite being locked out of stadiums and not being allowed to go in as a national team coach, should be allowed to. All he has asked for is an email to be recognized that he sent to the PSL, to ask for an audience with all of the PSL coaches to say, can I meet with all of you individually? And I think he almost indirectly said that in the recent press conference where he was dealing with Robert and the whole issue of not playing two of the key players, Mudau and Kwena. And he said, well, I've not had an opportunity to speak to Robert to understand why these two players are not playing for Sundowns. Because he was denied that opportunity to have an audience with professional team coaches. So that is why when I was there in Abidjan and I had the interview with him one-on-one, there was no issue. And he knew he had been fed that, this is the guy that doesn't like you. There is not one place, there is not one iota of evidence outside of that cheeky tweet that anybody can produce to say these were your words about the coach or this was what was written that you said about the coach. Never, ever.
Greatest South African player of all time?
Just one.
Just one.
Yeah.
I can give you three because I know we're running thin on time. I can give you three. Does it help?
All time is tough, man.
You've seen a lot of football in your time, so in your time, in your opinion.
Because if I say Steve Kalamazoo Goni, people are going to say, who's that? But then they must go research and look out for a movie called Die Swart Meteor, The Black Meteor. He played for Barcelona. He ended up his life in America. I could always say Patrick Asentswelengo. Patrick played for Kaizer Chiefs, greatest number 12 ever, played for Amakosi, Mabega Pansi, went to play for Toronto Blizzards, obviously played in America, was alongside Jomason. But to make it worthwhile, my opinion, from what I've seen, it's got to be Jomason.
The
It's got
elephant.
to be John.